Good afternoon or morning, depending on when you're watching this. So this is the next video in our healthy hips sequence. This is video 3. As previously mentioned, there are 2 videos preceding this one. So if we haven't done those already, go back and do those before we do this one. As always, if we feel any pain that's not just sensation of stretching, then stop. If it's sort of sharp or anything like that, don't continue. Yeah, we should be feeling, we're going to stretch through the glutes and the hip flexors a bit more today. So as always, we're going to start with our little hip swivels. So feet wide enough apart that we can roll the knees round from side to side. I'm just going to do 10 hip swivels here just to start waking those hips up. And so not too worried about what the upper body's doing. Leaning back on the hand. Do one more on each side, and then we're going to lead with that top leg. We're going to lead as far as we can with the top leg and allow the top leg to pull the bottom leg over. So really squeeze those knees as far apart as we can. A nice big stretch there. So lift that knee as far as you can before you roll over. Do 2 more on each side. Okay. So we're going to hold it over to the side this time. So knee coming straight out from the hip, 90-degree bend, nice straight line down from your sole of your foot down the front of your leg, facing over the front knee. We're just going to do some holds, but we're going to increase the stretch, increase the range of movement with each hold this time, using our breathing. So we're going to lean forwards until we feel that mild discomfort. So we should feel the stretch in the glute closest to the floor. So we're going to hold it here for 5 seconds. Then we're going to take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, we're just going to gently increase that stretch. Hold it here. We're going to hold it here for 5 seconds. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, gently increase that stretch. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, gently increase that stretch. We'll do this one more time on this side. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, gently increase that stretch. Good. Release off there by driving the knee down, bringing the upper body up. Rotate onto the other side. Same thing on the other side. Facing over that knee, 90 degrees. Straight line here. Here he is. Wind out. So I'm going to lean forwards until we feel that stretch just in the glute. Here, hold it for 5 seconds. Nice deep breath in. And gently increase that stretch. Hold it for 5 seconds. Deep breath in. And the exhale, gently increase that stretch. Hold it here. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, and a little more of an increase. And do one more. Nice deep breath in. On the exhale, gently increase that stretch. Hold it here for 5 seconds. And bringing up there. Just do some hip swivel. Just get those hips moving again. We're going to do the same thing with the hold and the breath. This time we're going to actively push into the ground with the leg that's on closest to the floor. So we're starting to activate this glute as well as stretching through it. So in that 90-90 position, so 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Nice deep breath in. Exhale as we come forwards till we feel that mild discomfort. This time, I want you to actively push down here as we hold. I want you to drive with your glute this knee into the ground. Nice deep breath in. As we exhale, increase the stretch. As we hold here, push that knee down into the ground. So actively pushing down with this knee. We should feel the glute working. Nice deep breath in. Gently increase that stretch on the exhale. Hold and push. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Hold and push. So really push down into this ground here with this front knee. Big push down there. We're going to do it one more time. Nice deep breath in. Increase the stretch on the exhale. And then from here, push that knee down into the ground. So push in as we pop up and roll onto the other side. Same thing. Nice deep breath in. Lean forwards until we feel that discomfort. Hold it there. Push that knee, this knee, into the ground. Big push here with this knee. Nice deep breath in. Increase the stretch on the exhale. As we hold here, big push into the ground with that knee. There. So it's solid here underneath. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Hold and push. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. Hold and push. It's the last one on this side. Good. Coming up there. And hip swivels. We're going to do 10 here. So we're going to add a little bit more onto these hip swivels in just a second. We're going to do 10 leading with that top leg. So bring the knee all the way over. Knee all the way over. Try and keep those knees as wide as you can as we bring it over the top. We're going to add a little extension as we come to one side. We're going to pop up onto the knees and extend through the hips. So we feel a stretch here, but we want to be pushing the hips forwards with these glutes. So releasing off there, rolling onto the other side, up into that extension, rolling around. We can keep the hands on the floor if it's easier, but we want a nice extension through that hip. Squeeze those glutes. So we really want to squeeze. So it's the squeezing of the glutes that's pushing the hips forwards. We'll do 2 more of these on each side. So 1 more. And last one on this side. Good. Release off there. Oh, we're going to come up onto those hands and knees. So we're going to add a bit of a hip flexor extension or hip flexor stretch. So you need to bring one foot forwards so that it's on the outside of the hands. I'm just going to extend through those hips there. Pushing down, driving the foot into the floor and squeezing the glutes. And then we're going to push the hips back and extend through the hamstring. And bring forwards for the hip flexor stretch. And then walk the hands backwards for a hamstring stretch. So we want to keep this foot pushed down into the ground. Keep that foot pushed into the ground as we come forwards. So use a range of movement on this hamstring. So if you feel like there is your point, that's absolutely fine. Or we can roll back as far as we can, keeping this heel pushed down into the ground. Forwards. And backwards. Do 2 more on this leg. Good. Let's swap sides. That's this way. See. Bring this foot forwards here. A nice stretch forwards. Nice stretch through those glutes and hip flexors. Then we're going to walk back and stretch through that hamstring. So you might feel that each repetition we come back here, you're able to get your leg a little bit straighter. So keep this heel pushed down into the ground. So you're kind of pulling yourself forwards with your heel as we walk forwards with the hands. Do 2 more on this side. Okay, so we're just going to come back up into that position. If we can, we're going to try and rest those elbows down on the floor. So from here, we're going to try and get as low as we can in that stretch. So if your hands are the position, walk forwards a little bit and drop those elbows down as low as we can. We'll feel that nice deep stretch all the way down through those hip flexors. And we'll swap it onto the other side. And we're going to walk down as low as we can. So if it's a stretch on the hip flexor on this side, we should feel a stretch through the glute on this side. Okay, coming back up into that 4-point position and go into an upward dog. And push those hips back. One more down. Okay, bring it around onto your bum. And bring the legs out in front. So we can take the feet as wide as is comfortable. We're just going to lean forwards, keeping the back straight until we can feel the stretch at the back of the leg. So once we feel that mild discomfort, that's the point in which we hold here. We're just going to push into the ground with the heels for 5 seconds. So I want you to think about pushing down. So squeezing through your quads, pushing down with your heels. We're just activating the muscles at the back of the legs to push into the ground and releasing off. You can do that for another 5 seconds. So big push, squeeze the front of your legs, push down into the ground, push your heels down into the ground, push your calves down into the ground. And releasing off. You do that again. Big push down into the ground. Three, two, one. You do that 2 more times. Big push down into the ground. So we're just activating all those muscles in the back of your legs and in your hips. 1 more time. Release off there. Bring it back over into that back extension. We're going to do the same thing on this side, but I want you to think about pushing your hips down. So you're pushing your quads and your hips down into the ground for 5 seconds. And releasing off. And again, push the hips down into the ground for 5 seconds. Releasing off there. 3 more. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more here. Push those hips back. Nice big stretch forwards there. Okay. That's video 3 complete. Keep an eye out for video 4. Well done.